Hey, this is RonnygoBOOM, and I'm not doing a Minecraft video today, but don't worry, I will be doing Minecraft videos. I'm not stopping Minecraft. I have a video next Tuesday coming out on traps, and I'm super excited for it. It's going to be awesome. Today, I'm taking a little bit of a break, and I'm going to be doing some experimentation on 7 Days to Die. This is a game, kind of like a zombie horde survival game where you build things to try to avoid dying to zombies every night. .com77 is my favorite YouTuber, and he's coming to Orlando next week. I doubt that I'll be able to get to meet him, but man, I live here, and if that could happen, I would be so happy. But he's going to be pretty busy with a charity event, so I thought I'd help him out because his base has been collapsing recently by showing him just a couple things with the way that blocks collapse in this game. So I did some tests with different block types, and it turns out that the max load of steel is 320, and the blocks themselves only weigh 20. So steel is the strongest. You can actually bring it out theoretically 16 blocks. However, when you bring it out only 15, the next block ends up falling. Not only that, but after the 8th block, if you jump on it, it starts to fall. But I did a lot of testing. I did some mixtures of different kinds of block types, since steel blocks and other metal blocks have a max load of 320 and a weight of 20, but cement blocks have a max load of 110 and a weight of 15. I thought the combinations of them might be able to get you a little bit farther, and it turns out that that's not the case. However, there is this really weird thing where steel can go out a lot farther, almost to the length of the calculated length, which is 16, if you put a double layer. And I don't know why this happens, but it seems to work. I've never been able to get it to fall, even when I jump on it, even when I put some weight on it. It just doesn't seem to fall, which is cool. But I decided to do some other testing to see if that's the best way to do it, because that seems a little bit weird to me that that actually works. Let's take a look at some different kinds of block types. Wood is usually able to get you 6 blocks out. The 7th block will cause the whole thing to collapse. However, if you put concrete first, you can get that to extend another block. You can actually do that twice with 2 layers of concrete. However, after 3 layers of concrete, you don't get any farther. If you try to put a wood here, it would simply fall. And again, of course, it doesn't work. Same thing with these, however, this is more inefficient. You're using more concrete for the same distance, and there's no reason to do that. The concrete is too expensive when you could just be using wood. So then I tested cobblestone. I run into the same kind of situation with cobblestone. 2 concrete, and then followed by cobblestone will get you the farthest for the least amount of cost. But then I started to do triple hybrids. That's 3 different types of materials. The farthest I was able to get with concrete was using 2 concrete, 3 cobblestone, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a total of 9, 10, 11 blocks out. Steel, I found, or any kind of iron, anything with a max load of 320 and a weight of 20, was able to go out 8 blocks, and then you can add extra things to the end. So 8 blocks and then 2 concrete, you can get 1 cobblestone after that. If you have 8 blocks of steel, scrap iron, or iron, you can add 2 blocks of concrete, then 2 blocks of cobblestone, then 2 blocks of wood before it starts falling. And these are stable even if you jump on them. Next, I found the farthest was 8 steel, then 3 cobblestone, then 4 wood. And this is the farthest I was able to find. This is the same distance that you were able to get with some cheaper materials, only 2 cobblestone, and then 5 wood. And you can use this with adobe tan, and you can use wood with any kind of wood. It doesn't matter. You can also use this with steel, metal trussings, and this is iron. Iron wedges, or any kind of wedges, work as well. Even if they have holes in them like this, they count as full blocks. The farthest I was able to get was 15 blocks. And that's with a combination of anything that has a max load of 320, followed by anything with a max load of 72, followed by anything with a max load of 36. So you can go 8, 2, and 5 respectively. with the exception of steel, which I was able to get 1 block farther if you double it up, and I don't know why that happens, but test it out. I want to hear about it. I want to see what you find out. Put it down in the comments below. I would love to hear about your experiments, if you find anything that works better, and keep in mind these don't have to be flat platforms, and you can continue to build up on any pillar as much as you want. It doesn't matter how many blocks you put on the pillar, as long as the blocks that come off of the pillar meet the rules that I've set. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to watch a video on zombie fall trap science, click here. If you'd like to see my Minecraft traps for PvP, click here. Thanks so much. Like this episode, comment below, and let DocM know that I made this for him. I'd really appreciate it. I would love to see him when he comes to Orlando next week. Thanks a lot.